Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is the latest Scout Comics mystery box. I try not to pay attention to what Scout says is going to be in the box, so to me it's a mystery box. But generally they tell you what's going on. Scout Comics is one of the numerous indie comic publishers out there. They do a fantastic job. Tons of awesome comics, often selling out. So this is not just really cool comics to read, but also potentially a big investment. I think this is the fourth box overall they've done. This is the third one that we've done for an opening. Missed the first one. So we're going to open up. We're going to show off what's inside. The bonus is I get to use some of these comics to do reviews, which is pretty cool stuff. I'm already super excited because I get to see, just saw the first comic that's in here. And for those who've been paying attention to videos here, there was one comic I was really excited about in the last two boxes I got, and was hoping for the third issue in this box, and it looks like score. Alright. So the thing is, a lot of these comics have not been out yet. There's ash cans, there's variants, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, like you get maybe a little early look at some really cool stuff coming out. Alright, this is the one I'm excited about. Vlad Dracul #3. First two issues were absolutely amazing. This is the true life story of Vlad Dracul, Vlad Dracula. It's just such a cool series. Great use of history, brutal. If you're into fantasy, check it out. The first two issues went back to second printing. I'm going to guess the third issue is going to as well. Highly recommend this. The series is amazing. So, super psyched to get this. Grid has been an interesting series. This is third issue. We get a variant copy. It's a fantasy series. Don't know quite how to describe it, but I like it. Like it's interesting. I'm not necessarily the biggest fantasy person, but I kind of like that over the top fantasy, and this scratches that itch a bit. So yeah, like it's worth checking out. I think it's a cool series overall. North Bend is like psychological CIA taking people over sort of thing. Heard really good things. I think I read the first issue. Haven't had picked up from there. Definitely wanted to catch up on it. I might have read a couple others. I don't remember, but like very good things on it. Should be a pretty cool series. This I have no idea. I don't know if this is out yet. Concrete Jungle #1. Cover looks cool. Redshift. They just announced this. So the Ashcan. They were advertising the Ashcan off their website. The story is like we've screwed up colonizing Mars, and this is the story going off onto the next planet to go get that. So yeah, the concept sounds really cool. I think it's out in 2020. No, I think it's maybe later this year. All right, Shadowplay. Don't know anything about it. #1 issue. Can't complain on that. By the Horns. It was a fantasy. I think didn't get picked up for TV already or something like that. So this is Ashcan. Ashcans are always necessarily can be a good thing. Those Ashcans can go up in value since they're technically like first appearances and stuff like that. So this is sticking out for some reason, and I mean other than it's Nassau and you know friends with him, but like yeah, it's worth definitely want to check it out. All right, Zinnober Morphar Fantasy, which isn't justly my thing. It's a nice cover. So one-shot comic, intriguing. All right, Atlantis wasn't built for tourists. #2, really cool comic. The first issue was great. I don't want to spoil it, but it's like a definitely like a vampire werewolf Pacific Northwest story. If you're into that sort of thing, like check it out. It's a cool comic. Yeah, it's highly recommend that first issue. Welcome to Paradise. This was released AC Medina. This is a cool comic, racing comic. I guess racing comic would probably be the best way of putting it. Yeah, like it's some cool stuff with this. This had really good art. The story was pretty solid. I haven't heard tons of it, so that's why I'm kind of psyched to go back and check it out and reread this. Like AC does some amazing work if you haven't read his stuff. So yeah, it's a good one. I'm happy on that one. We got Yasmin #3. This is, to me, like one of the top series of the year. Story about a young girl who was abused in Iraq by ISIS, escapes to the United States after being tormented and tortured, and it's her dealing with assimilating the United States while also dealing with the psychological impacts of what she experienced. Great use of entertainment and comics to shine a light on real-world issues. Crucify. This is variant #1 by Sheldon Allen. I know this has been out for a bit. I don't know tons about it. Like, I know they just did some fundraising around it, which is awesome. That's great. Beyond that, really don't know tons at all. So I'm kind of tempted to check this out because I know it's been out for a little bit, I believe, and then they did some fundraising and all that. So it's intriguing. Overall, like, you get all these comics, and I forgot what the price is, but like, so let's how many out of all these. How many first issues? We get 1. Ash cans we're not going to count. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so you get 5 first issues. 2 ash cans. And remember, ash cans can sometimes be worth more than those first issues. A second issue of a really cool series. We've got 3 third issues, which feels very appropriate, and all series is really good. And a 5th issue. I think this is the finale for North Bend for that. So overall, I'm very psyched about this. I think Scout does a great job. They got you covered for the month. A lot of the releases, if not maybe all the releases. I think it's well worth checking out. And if you're into just indie comics, if you want to invest in comics, this is a pretty solid pickup. Great reads. I think really solid investment. Go check it out. We got a link beneath this video. Not affiliate link, nothing. We get nothing for this one beyond you all watching and advertising about that. So yeah, so thank you for watching, because that's what you do to help support us. And go support Scout. They do some great stuff, and there's some great creators involved with them. So as always, thanks for watching. Now, if you're into comics, if you're into Scout, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.